understood about the ocean. Yeah, and
Continue.
we told about the air freight. Some shipments we need very urgent. We cannot wait for so many months. Okay, so many days. So like that for medicine, you know that the medicine or the food items and all you need to get immediately, right? So we are using, or the companies are using what the air freight. This is another mode. What I'm saying is shipping mode is actually what how the shipment is moved, right? The loader. Okay. And the third one is the road freight that we told, that many places that are, even if you are using the ocean freight and air freight, that being loaded to this, that equipment, I mean the vehicles, you have to use the road freight. You cannot directly bring the vessel to your warehouse or your in a aeroplane. There we are using the tracks and other vehicle. Okay, road freight is one of the most important. And moreover, as I said, suppose if you take the Asia and Africa, there are so many ICD, right? That inland container depot. There you can do the customs clearance to bring the, that the cargo from the far industrial area to the port. Okay, so this type of the ICD is there existing, like the mediatory. So connecting the, that ICD from the factory, what we are using that road freight most of the time. Okay, and that many countries like the GCC and all this together, their land locked, so they can do the import and export without using any of the sea freight. For example, Kuwait, Saudi, Kuwait, even the Egypt or Kuwait, Qatar, all these countries, what they are using mainly the road freight because it's very easy. So when you are using the ocean freight, you have some process, cut off time, cut off date, 3-4 days it will go there and transit, reach the port and anchoring. But if you are using the road freight, it will go fast and it is more convenient. I'll explain to you all the things. Another is the rail freight. You know that about the rail freight, okay? If your cargo is like the bulk and break bulk and it's need a long journey distance, then that we are using the rail freight. Okay, even in Africa and India, everywhere, Asia, this rail freight is one of the most important thing because not like other modes, it doesn't that stop due to the weather issues and all. For example, ocean freight and that air freight, even the road freight. If the road is very difficult, the weather is very bad, then we cannot move. But rail, that the rail freight, it will move long distance. Mainly the industries and the mining areas, okay, and all these sectors, they are using the rail freight. And other modes also, inland waterways and pipeline. This is not that much, share covering the logistics movement, but this is also important thing. Inland waterways, canals, rivers, and all. You know that in the big countries they have many rivers and lakes, especially in the Europe and Asia, even in India. That between countries, between the states and all, instead of using that other mode, they are using the inland waterways. It's very so fast comparing to so many traffics and all to reach. But there are some limitations we will discuss in our classes. And the other one, the last one, I can say the pipeline. That a pipeline is the another type of the or the mode of the shipment to transfer the goods like the crude oil and many other type of the oils. That the countries they are using their pipelines. So, but the limitation is it is mainly what inside the countries. But there are many other projects are coming now. It is covering the different countries. Already there are many countries, but most of the time, most of the countries they are using internally this pipeline. Okay. Now, factors selecting the shipping mode. Okay. What are the factors, main factors? Now you think, that the what I'm giving to you in a complete idea for the logistics. Okay. I'm not just taking them part and you are confused. Not like that. You understand the logistics, the basic definition, the core part, the different type of the modes. Now I just want to talk to you, or I want to give an idea about, the factors, or what are the some factors related with choosing the mode of shipment. Why it is so important? This is one question. Why should I learn the factors? Because the different modes, you just learned that, like the air freight and ocean, whatever things, but you cannot ship everything or to your, as per your choose every decision to transfer the goods from one place to another place. For example, you joined one company. Simple example, I can tell you. You are a new person, you struggled, you strive, and you got a job where in the logistics section, okay, or supply chain section in the beginning with your performance and all the interviews. Now the person at the head of department, he choose you or he inform you, dear, I have one shipment. This spare parts for this machine I want to bring from, for example, Sudan to Kuwait or Sudan to India. So how you are going to bring this one? And I need this within a few days. Maybe you can say, okay, no problem. If you not that much idea about the logistics and the beginning part, then he said, I will use the air freight. But that is not correct. That I'm going to say here. There are some factors, okay, the conditions, okay, to select the particular shipping mode. For example, size of the material, okay. You cannot bring all type of the shipment by air freight. The airlines, right? The freighters and the passenger airline. The size and how much cargo can be done inside. Suppose you want to bring big tower, okay, storage tower. Maybe that height is more than 4 meter or 3 meter height, or 2.5 meter, whatever things, and length maybe 7-8 meter. Okay, or maybe the length more than that. You cannot bring what sometimes the air freight. If you bring the air freight, you have to bring a huge amount for that. Then you have to choose either ocean freight or the road freight. If there is no road connection between the countries, you have to use the ocean freight, or you have to use the another mode. So what I'm saying is, when you select the mode of shipment, if you are working in a company as an organization, as a logistics associate at the beginning or logistics person, you must know about, what type of the material I have to bring. Then I can choose. You cannot immediately reply to your, your HR, how you are going to bring. Yeah. If you're working in the freight forwarding company, okay, like any freight forwarding company, like the DHL, they will not take you if you don't know the things. But some other small company, then also when the customer asks you about, I have one shipment I have to bring from this, I have to export to these countries, then he said the fastest method I need. You cannot immediately say I will take it by air. I will check your items and I will see the sizes. There is a restriction for the sizes and there's some other restriction, then only I can choose which one I had to use, which mode I can use. Okay, so size of the material will be considered one factor to select the mode of the shipment. Second thing is the nature of material. Does it need special care for moving and handling, storing? Just understand, you want to bring the medicine. Can you bring by sea freight, or you want one organ like the kidney or the liver, whatever things? Can you bring by ocean freight? You cannot bring. Or you want to bring your cheese or ice cream or cosmetics, whatever thing. Can you bring by this ocean freight? You cannot bring by ocean freight. You have to bring the fastest mode. That is the air freight, right? So nature of the material will be considered. So perishable, materials, that is with a short life, okay, shelf life, that you have to use the particular the mode, especially the air freight. Now, cost and storage, cost of the transportation and storage. This will be another the factor considering you choose the shipping mode. For example, you are bringing the cottons or some other plastics or the toys, okay, whatever. You cannot bring by, that air freight, because, the one toy, how much you have to pay, this much dollar, small amount. You cannot pay maybe this much, $3 per ton, in the per kilo. You cannot pay for the item you are going to sell $1, right? So cost of the product will be considered another factor to choose the shipping mode. Then urgency of the material. Okay, so as I said, there are so many companies. Okay, they need the material, they will pre-plant, but they don't want immediately. So for example, it can bring by the ocean freight, it can bring by air freight. This is only one pallet. Okay, one pallet, some machines or parts, spare parts, or some other dress items, whatever things you want to bring, or one carton. So if it is very urgent, as I said, your customer need immediately, then you have to bring by air freight. Okay, if it's not required, okay, I am using this for next season, now the winter is coming, okay, I don't want to bring the blankets and all immediately by air freight. you know that how are you going to bring? I bring my sea freight, 2 months before and keep it in my store. So selecting the mode of the shipment is also one of the most important. What I am saying is when you know all these things, you know that your power, you know that your greatness, and how to be, ready to, give the solution for what are the shipping issues or the requirement need from your organization. Okay, let's move. Let's move now the what is the ocean freight? Okay, ocean freight is one of the most important. Okay, that shipping mode in the logistics and supply chain. Okay, because 90% of the goods, the material, when raw material, partly finished the material, raw material, you know that before you making the product, partially assembled the things. For example, you are bringing the laptop, something you are bringing, that accessories from one country, from that China factory, you are bringing to some other country, Malaysia or US, then you are bringing to the customer. The partially processed items and even the product itself. Okay. So whatever things, 90% of the product, I mean the material, I'm not saying the product. If you say the product, it's a different material. Can be, or inventory, you can say that. Inventory. Raw material is inventory, partially processed one, assembled one is an inventory, and the full product is bringing by the ocean freight. Okay. So what is exactly ocean freight? Ocean freight is the transportation of the goods and the raw materials or the inventory by ocean freight or the vessels. Different types of the vessel, not only the container. Everybody familiar with the containers. That then this not only the shipping mode. I mean the ocean freight. There are others like the rotor for the the vehicles they are carrying, and you can see that for gas. Okay, and tankers, there are so many types of the vessels are there for the cattle. Okay, and that for the perishable items. So different types of the vessels are there, and heavy that equipments and all, and oversized cargo for the different type of the vessels are there. My point is, ocean freight is the 90% of the cargo is covering around the world. So exactly ocean freight is, that is moved by ocean. So what are the advantages of the ocean freight? So one of the most important, I mean, every customer, or the shipper consider, that's the transportation. Yeah. Okay, transportation cost. You know that if you want to move, second. If you have either move the shipments by air freight, you have to pay, that more amount. I mean the freight charges, because it is coming very easy. Simple example: you want to bring from Shanghai, China to Kuwait, or that your place. Normally, or China to USA. Everybody know that it's taking the how many days? More than 30 days, 32 days, 33 days it will take the good lines. Same thing within 3 days by air freight. So, but what's the difference? You have to pay higher cost were for the air freight, because the fuel and everything using the air freight is very expensive. So cheap, the price is very less on the ocean freight. And second thing is, that another advantage is the break bulk and bulk cargo. Suppose you want to bring the construction materials, big and towers, and that so many other steel structure with the 7 meter, 8 meter length and heavy items and cranes. Okay, many other type of the equipments. Everything if you want to bring, you cannot use what with air freight. You have to use the ocean freight. So oversized items, break bulk items, or the bulk items like the that sugar, then wheat, cement, sand, all these things better you have to bring by ocean freight. Okay, you cannot bring by air freight, and you cannot suitable. I mean, not best option. Then oversized and heavy lift cargo and hazardous cargo. Hazardous, dangerous cargo like the chlorine. You cannot bring. Even the ocean freight chlorine, they will, so many restrictions are there. And but you can take the tonnage and with limited, there are some restriction and regulatory you have to follow that, like the EP and all. And hazards, and you can see these explosives, okay, highly flammable, all these things you cannot use the air freight and all. You have to use the ocean freight. You are using the tankers also. So these are some advantages. As I said, there are so many things, we have to learn, and we can learn. It will be so much interesting learning all these things. Once you learn, so from experience, I'm saying, when I joined the company, the first beginning, I was nothing. I was in a different field. Okay, then join, but I have a passion to understand the things and to become. That time itself, one motivation what I got, when I'm working in one company as an administrator, then shipping, the managers are coming there, and all my sponsors are very respectfully, they are giving the time for them and the meeting. Then they are earning the too much money, because once you have the knowledge and the experience, then you can grow vast subject, not only like finance. You're always sitting the finance or the HR on this type of job. You can go to what procurement, you can go to the fleet, you can go to our dispatch department, you can make that operation, and there are so many things. You can go to the shipping, many things are there, procurement, everywhere, warehousing, so many things, e-commerce, so many things are there. So you'll be in research, it will be interesting, and you will enjoy the life in the logistics and supply chain. Many people say it's very difficult, but difficulty, whenever difficulty is there, you have more happy. It's coming. Very, that easy thing, it will go easy. But if you learn the things, then you will reach the highest level. Like down, everybody, so many people are there. But in the highest, top.
Yeah, that is true, Mister. Yes,
Yeah,
that is
we
true.
have to become like that.
Yeah.
So when you learn the things without knowing yourself, you are growing. Okay, from experience, I'm saying. I don't know even what is exactly what before when I joined X words or what are the shipping trains and how it is coming here. But in my mind, the small voice always saying you can learn it. Why your other managers are coming to your company and they are having a very good life, and they are respect, and they are getting money. So this I can do. If what they follow, then I can also follow, then I can become. So how then we are making the contact with this type of the people. You have to make the contacts always with this type of people, understand how they grow. So they are learning and they are trying. Once they reach the level, then they are stable. They can go to any company. They can go without any fear and ask them and tell them they will respect you. Now, some limitations. Let's go to the part again. Limitation of the ocean freight is a long transit time. I said, simple example, from China to USA, 33 days by ocean freight, but like your air freight, 3 days. So it have to take time, but you can save the money, and the urgency is not that much. You can use, and more handling of cargoes. There are so many transit ports, you can say. For example, I'm in Kuwait. My vessel will go to Jebel Ali. Maybe it will go to, before coming to Sudan, it will go to the Atlantic Ocean, and then it will be there Valencia or Barcelona, another hub. From there, they will go to Sudan. I mean, different type of the things you can see there. I mean the transit port. So they are handling your cargo. So whenever your cargo is handling with many people in the many places, there's a chance for the damages on the pilferage, if in the oil and all the things, and the cartoon maybe breakage, something is there. That is some limitation. But if you do the proper packaging and all, then don't worry, it will work. Okay. So that is the something about the ocean freight. But so many things are there again about ocean freight we can learn, that when you join the classes, if you're interested, that you will do all part. Even the ocean freight, I needed 2-3 days to complete the things. Okay, like 2 hours per that day. That much is there, and it's really interesting. And you have chance to become a logistics professional, not only in your country, around the world. Not now, before each country we have to now, not so like that. Everybody hiring skilled people around the world. If you are in the corner of the world, the planet somewhere in this, that Africa or the Asia or the USA, the people are looking for what the person he can handle their cargo, not their region. It's a multicultural now, not the single culture. Logistics and supply chain multicultural. You learn and you can go. So let's go to the next part. Is actually method of the ocean freight. Okay, the FCL and LCL. I just want to inform you that when you are choosing the ocean freight method, okay, you have two methods, the FCL and LCL. This picture is showing clearly what exactly is this. Okay, FCL is the full container. like the 20 feet container, 40 feet container, flat track container, and 40 feet high cube, then reefer container. So different types of the containers are there. So if your cargo is moving, only your cargo, and you are the owner of that cargo and the container you booked, it is FCL, full container. Second thing is the LCL. So you don't have, that normally 20 feet container, it can hold, that 20 pallets, down 10 and another top, you can put the 10. Now you don't have, you have two container, two pallet or three pallet, like the picture you can see that LCL, less than container. So there what you can do, see here, you don't have to pay all the amount of your box, okay, 20 feet. You don't have to pay the port charges for all container. I mean, the all spaces. You don't have to pay, the other dues and all. So you need space only inside the container. So you're working in a company and they said, your boss say, I have only two pallet, or I have only 20 the boxes, whatever things, give the best price. And you know that always the price is the most important factor for companies and all. So they said, okay, I have the option LCL, then I will use that one. That means space of the container you will get. So here 20 feet container, if you want to pay for from Sudan to, for example, to Kuwait, full container, okay. Import charge, I have checked, but export charge, for example, now the Sudan charge something like that, the $3,000. Then I have the full amount. Then if I have two pilots, what I will do, I will tell the shipping company, freight forwarding company, I have this much only and I'm ready to wait your, that vessel and the package, I mean the container. I just need the space for that, then when you can use. Okay, so LCL is actually you're giving the space, you're getting the spaces from the for this one container. But that one disadvantage is there. Tracking and everything, if you have the FCL, that the container is booked in your organization, so you can track it easily with the booking number. But when you're coming to the LCL, this is the call order, okay, or who is the providing the LCL service, they will get the, that the booking, and you cannot directly this one track. And speed also, FCL is very fast because only your cargo. LCL, they will wait for filling the container. So more 2 weeks, 3 weeks will be additional to reach the destination. Okay. So now let's go to the air freight, types of the air freight shipment. I said, in the beginning I told air freight is the one of the most important the method, freight method around the world. What are the things like the perishable goods, food items, okay, and medicine, okay, cosmetics, all these things, right? You have to bring by the air freight. You cannot wait for many days to get something. And luxury items, you have the iPhone, we have the many other phones, or the gold, jewelries, whatever things, food items, chicken, whatever things, chicken and all things you can the reefer, no problem. But immediately whatever things need, you have to bring the air freight itself, and documents immediately, and diplomatic other documents, everything we are sending by the air freight. Okay, the most important point is it's a very less transit time, and less handling the shipment, so it is more safe comparing the ocean freight and other modes. So here what I want to say that I'm not going to fully air freight how it is and everything. I just want to tell what are the different type of the air freight. As I said, we have the special class for the air freight, basic and advanced, that will cover everything. Yeah, that she can, Fatima Dabe, you can contact, we can arrange the classes. And air cargo, there are different, see, normally when you say, you can see sometimes, just think you are not working the logistics company, but you know that different type of the airlines, like somewhere you are seeing the FedEx, but there is no person inside. Sometimes you can see the Lufthansa, okay, then DHL. Also you can say Emirates, there's a cargo is there, and sometimes the passenger is there. So you don't know what's happening. So when you are learning the air freight shipment, you are getting the clear idea exactly what is going on. Okay, so when you are coming to the air freight, the brief idea about the air freight, you say first, it can be classified into two groups. One is the air cargo, second is the air courier. You know courier about, right? TNT, DHL, FedEx, UPS, these are the major players. around the world. Okay, and the air cargo means the standard cargo, air cargo. That I said, like the companies, like the Emirates, Qatar Airways, British Airways, Lufthansa, Cargolux, Air China, so many are there. So what is exactly the difference? I'll tell you. Air courier, actually what they are doing, their service is they pick up the shipment from your door or your company, of your organization, and they will collect and they will bring to their storage area, and they will do the consolidation, and it will move to, they will make the booking process, whatever things, it will go to the airport and do the all export clearance, and from there it will go to the destination port, and from there they will do the clearance with the supporting document of the consignee and deliver to the door again. That's air courier doing. Once again, air courier, unlike the air cargo, from the door, for example, you are working in an organization, you have one courier shipment, like the 50 kg or some documents, or below 50 kg, I'm saying, because more, it's very expensive. So you tell, or you have now everything online. Before 5 years back, it's not like that. You call the company, the people will come, the van, that yellow color around the world, that DHL, they will take the shipment, all the process, and it will deliver. Now, other one is the air cargo is not like that. It is between the airport. They will not take your shipment from your door. They will take from where, that airport to airport. But now scenario is changing. Now this is the world of the supply chain. Okay, everything supply chain, as I said, the holistic view. Even Maersk, that the shipping company, only many decades, many years, 50 years, they are using only ocean freight. Now they started supply chain, even the air freight also. Every leg they will cover. Okay, so my point is what I'm going to say. When you are saying the air cargo, there are different type of the air freight you can see. One is the standard air freight, the normal one, like the 3 days transit. You have the shipment, you call one local transporter or the company or freight forwarder. Hi dear Gafoor, I have one shipment. It is by the air freight. It's going to from here to Turkey. Okay, so please collect and do this clearance and all. So what you'll do? I'll call, as I said, my company, my person will come, collect, then we'll go to airport, and we are using the Qatar Airways or the Emirates or Air India or Egyptian Air, whatever things, doing the things. And from there, it will go to another airport. Okay. Maybe if it is a Qatar Airways, from Kuwait, it will go to Qatar, and from Qatar, it will go to other place. The standard air freight. That means they are not taken from your door place. The airlines, from airport to airport, they are providing. Normal transit time 3 to 5 days. Then express air freight is, that same day air freight. Same day air freight means, that shipment will move the same day itself or the next day morning, but you have to pay the more amount. Then consolidated flight, the other one. That means airlines say, we have another flight in the next week. Do you have any cargo? Let us know. So he will book. So he will get the less price, consolidated one. And the chartering is, that you want your own cargo. Now you have big plan, you need some machine urgently. Okay, even ocean freight, if you take, it will take 30 days. What you'll do, you want the air freight. Air freight, you cannot use this small air freight. You have the big air freight you need, or you need the chartering. Only your shipment within 2 days. We have the experience like that. Within 2 days, if not here, plant will stop and it will cost the loss for million. Dollar loss. So you have to charter the complete air freight. That is not the chartering. Okay. Now the road freight, that the main point is there are 2 types of the road freight. One is the FTL and the second is the LTL, full truckload and less than truckload. Through this picture and infographics, you can see exactly the trailer you are hiring for renting for your cargo. Then you can say full trailer, the full truckload. Everybody, I have one truck from Kuwait to Dubai, Kuwait to Saudi, or from Qatar to Kuwait, or from Egypt to Kuwait, or anywhere. Okay, if you are using that truck, full space is a full truckload. Then less than truckload, like the LCL I told you, this truck is not only your cargo, others' cargo will be there, but it will be cheap. Moreover, you have to wait to fill the cargo, and it will move to different locations. So road freight also we are teaching, the broadly in our classes. So different type of the trucks are there. The flatbed trucks, you can see the steels and the normal trucks that's going. And that the bonded ones, covered one is there, reefer truck is there, and that the boom truck is there. Okay, with the crane itself, dump truck is there, automatically dump the cargo. Okay, so hydraulic trucks is there, low bed truck is there. All these things we will cover the road freight, but here we are just giving the idea only. Okay, we can cover. And now rail freight is also there. You know that rail freight, as I said, if you have long distance the cargo, okay, like you know that from one place to another place, especially as I said, the mine and you know the some other industrial areas, okay, coal, cement, all these things you are moving through the rail freight. Okay, so rail freight also will be covered in the more. I'm just giving the idea because of the our time limit. Then inland waterways, somebody said not only ocean freight, but there is inland waterways between the rivers and all. Okay. So what is the advantage using the inland waterways? You don't have to go through all the customs process and all and the traffic and all. You just bring the particular the places for loading the cargo. Then using these rivers and canals, it can be moved. Okay, lakes and all natural waterways. I'm just giving an idea of what are different modes like ocean, air, road, rail, inland waterways, and finally you can see the pipeline also. Pipeline is also one of the most important transportation mode for the liquid and the gases and all chemicals that they are using the pipeline. Okay, so there is no block or the delay to deliver from one place to another place. It will be connected through the pipes top of the the land or under the ground also they will move like the chlorine and that liquor like this hypo this type of things caustic soda. Many companies they are using this type of the things using the pipeline. Okay, now I would like to give an idea about the shipping documents. As I said, this is one small part of the things we are covering. Okay, but even in a small part it is really highly affected in our logistics. Now you understand if somebody asks how you are going to move the shipments, then different modes. And second thing is that shipping document. This is from my experience and all of your experience. I know that you can say one of the most sensitive part of the logistics, because if any error happen, if anything missing the document, because it's between the countries, okay, you don't have the proper information, you are understanding the things, then it will be a great mess up. Same time, you don't think the negative. You are a master, you understand well, and it's very easy to learn. Only focus your thing, you understand, then you are the master. As I said, when I work in the company, the previous company is the big manufacturing company. Even the top of the company, the CEO, they are directly contacting the logistics and supply chain people whenever they need the urgent material. They don't contact even vice president or a GM. They are coming to Abdul Gafoor or the other person. What happened? It's okay, everything fine. Tell me what support you need. Because that much important what have for the people that are working in the logistics. If they delay their work, all company production delayed, all delivery delayed, all loss happen. So you, as a logistics player, with your good knowledge and learning, you can do the things for your company. They focus you. They don't focus the finance manager. They don't focus the operation manager. They don't focus your HR manager. They focus always you. Okay, so that much important the logistics people. When you learn and properly, then you have a chance anywhere. You never miss this thing. You will pay off. So I just want to go to the details of the documents. Then here, one of the most document. Okay, I am dividing here, segregating the document, the commercial document and shipping documents. Maybe you are familiar with that bill of lading, okay, container release, seal, MSTS, DG approval form, airway bill. Sometimes you are seeing commercial license. You are seeing the customs signature, and you are seeing that bayan or this type of the things and all. Here, for easily understanding throughout the experience what we learn, we are dividing them in different ways and for easy understanding. I just want to give you the glimpse of the the document, but that is more powerful document or more importance focus we have to make before preparing this. One is the ocean freight documents, master bill of lading, house bill of lading, export order, container release, seal, shipping labels. Seal is not the document, but it's part of that. I am saying seal number is there. Okay. and materials data sheet, I think, yeah, I didn't write 2 times, right? And DG approval form. So master bill of document, this is the document issued by the carrier once you receive the shipment at the in the vessel. This is the legal binding document. If any error happened there, you misdeclare the container number, port of loading, or any some other information, or then what it will be affected. The weight you mentioned there, it's not matching the packing list and all, then it will be affected. Second thing is house bill of lading. House bill of lading means that you are no, this is issuing by the freight forwarder, okay, not the carrier. You freight when the freight forwarder, like the that my company DHL or some other companies, they collected the shipment from the shipper, then they will issue the that house bill. I'm sorry, I put the MBL, house bill HBL, okay, I have to put that. So what's the different? Other one is the like the MSC, Maersk, CMS, EGM, or HAPAG, all these issuing the master bill of lading. Carrier, other one is the house bill of lading. They are issuing by the freight forwarder. Because I want to know that you already received my what goods for that purpose. Okay, but these are also documents. There is 1 day, 2 hours class is there. Export order. If you do the export shipment, first thing is that your full information about the shipper, consignee, port of loading, port of destination, and the details of the cargo, the net weight, gross weight, everything you have to mention the container number in a document and you have to submit to the shipping line. This shipping line aligned with, integrated with the customs of the country. Then they are issuing, verifying all the document, where it is going, what is the materials, and it is going to where the destination country, everything perfect as per the regulatory law of the Kuwait for the origin and destination. Then it will be issued an order customs, that's export order. Okay, that is required. Every countries with the different names. Then container release note. If you want to take the container from the port, this is another place. Shipping line is the one company office like a commercial building. Containers were in the port. If you take the container, you need the release from the shipping line. You have to take this, you have to send the note there, information, release this container for PSL Arabia, Abdul Gafoor company, then release. Seal and shipping labels, some DG, dangerous goods, you need the marking, dangerous marks, and seal also you have to collect. And material safety data sheet, if the shipment is the DG, dangerous good, then you have to use that one. Material data sheet. It's providing the document. I can give more information with our class if you are in the future. Everything in 14 clause of the MSDS 14 mentioned whether it's a DG or non-DG, what class